Go. You're on the air.
Glory Day show. With the sports world taking a short break before the end of the football between the end of the football season and the beginning of the baseball season, it's time for Glory Days to take a look at another form of entertainment, the Academy Awards.
Every year we carve out some time to take a look at the nominated actors and pictures, and once again, we'll be doing that with our movie maven, Tommy Gatto, as he joins us live on the hotline to discuss who will take home the coveted statuette tomorrow.
Also, in our Did You Hear About segment, we'll talk about a 300-pound goalkeeper in soccer who was in trouble for eating pie on the sidelines during a game. And is Goose Gossage really turning into a crotchety old man?
Best hour of your sports week is coming up on Glory Days right now. Inravio.com. Hello again, everybody. Today is Saturday, February 25th, 2017, and you are watching The Glory Day Show with Bruce and Disco. My name is Paul Discovani, and this is my good friend, Bruce Oler. Anthony Mazzallo and Bonnie Schultz are behind the glass, and you are joining us on the Inravio TV network, where we stream live from Studio C, right here in the great state of New York. Good morning.
How are you doing?
I am hurting buckaroo.
Yeah, your birthday was yesterday. You were big 6-0, my friend.
I'm starting my 6th decade.
Wow.
It's really bad.
You know, 60 didn't bother me. And I saw your article, and 60 bothers you, apparently.
You know what? I never, my birthday never bothers me, ever. But this one, I wouldn't say bothered me.
Well, okay, but you did say bothered.
You know, I mean, it's like, when you're in your 30s. Yeah. And I wrote this in the article. I said, when you're in your 30s, you kind of, it's kind of like the decade that you kind of had to grow up. You had to kind of become an adult. Yeah. Right? And when you got into your 40s, it was a little different, because now you had real responsibilities. You're most likely married. You have children. Mm-hmm. And having children is like waking up every morning with your hair on fire.
You did say that. What I mean? Yep.
And then when you got to your 50s, everybody was really excited for you. 50s was a big celebration.
You know why?
Why?
It's all downhill from there, man.
But when people find out that you're
60,
they kind of look at you like your pet died. Nobody is really excited for you to be 60, And I don't know, I don't care anymore. Yeah. Because like our friend Maddie Wynn said, we never thought we were going to get this far.
Oh, that's true too. That's true too.
I'd say, like, at this point on, we're playing with house money.
It's a good way of looking at it. So Disco, with my 2 tire stories, my tail of blow, I switched my cars up.
If you tell me that you blew 2 more tires.
No, I'm not going to tell you that. What I've done is basically I took the chance out of it by basically switching cars up with my wife. So now I'm driving the SUV. I mean, I could still theoretically hit a pothole and do it, but I think it'd be a lot tougher. So, but I've been listening to terrestrial radio, and the other day I'm listening to the Sportscast on WFUV, and they had Joe Girardi on the phone, or they were interviewing him, and he was coming out in support of, I guess, not having to throw 4 balls for the intentional walk, just pointing to first base and the guy goes there. Yes. And then he went on to say he had other ideas about speeding up the game too, such as putting, I guess, headphones into players' helmets, et cetera, and so on. Do you think how I don't think he's really thought that the whole way through, man.
My whole problem with what they're trying to do, is that there's two different things going on here. Okay, pace of play, should have nothing to do with the length of the game.
Okay.
Okay, because the pace of play is just one pitch to the next.
Yeah, the amount of downtime between pitches.
And, actions and stuff like that. But the thing with the intentional walk, first of all, there's like one walk every 3 games.
Yeah.
One intentional walk every 3 games. That was the statistic from last year, right? And if Joe Girardi was involved in 2 of those things where they say, oh, it's so rare that something happens. Because one of 2 things could happen in an intentional walk. Either he throws it over the catcher's head, or he throws it over the plate where the guy can hit it. Mm-hmm. Okay, I mean, other than the Johnny Bench thing in 1975 World Series, where they went back, right? But Joe Girardi and the Yankees were involved in 2 of those plays. Yeah. One was his pitcher throwing the ball over the catcher's head and everybody advancing, right? And the other one was his batter hitting a home run on an intentional walk pitch. Because the thing...
Guy get too close, huh?
Right. And one of the things that he said, which I thought was interesting, was he said that the intentional walk throws the pitcher out of balance.
Okay.
Because now they have to stop and they have to lob 4 pitches, which they're not usually doing. They said they actually have to work on that in spring training, the intentional walk.
Really?
Because some pitchers just don't know how to do it. They're just not good at stopping. And, if you notice, they all look like, very bad Little League players.
They do look a little awkward.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Girardi actually said that there were times when he was considering having the pitcher go play shortstop and just have the shortstop throw 4 balls, right? So in that way, I can understand what he's talking about. I spoke to the big man last night about this because he was a pitcher.
Yeah.
He says he never threw an intentional walk. He never had to throw 4 pitches when he was playing for
Pace.
Yeah, for Pace. And I says, "What'd you do?" He says, "I just hit the guy."
No, did he say that?
That's what he said.
I mean, that's also the alternative. I mean, especially if you're trying to keep your pitch count down.
But I mean, how long does it take to throw 4 pitches?
No, it's not. I
mean, to me, I always thought, and you know me, I'm a crotchety old guy now.
Like Goose Gossage?
But I always feel that, if you want to walk a guy, throw 4 balls that he can't hit.
That's right.
That's the rule. The rule is you can automatically walk the guy after you throw him 4 balls.
And you think it's Joe Girardi, like you say, having those 2 experiences would realize that basically, it does, it's all about execution here, man.
Right, because they said to keep it for the rare time that something happens is ridiculous. But
it does happen.
One of the, I don't know if I was talking to you about this yesterday, but one of the players, and I forget who it was, said that why don't we just, when a guy hits a home run, why does he have to run around the bases?
Because you got to touch all of them. If you don't, you could be
the
out.
Same thing. What's the chance of him not touching a base? Because what happens is the guy walks around. By the time he said that, by the time they get, first of all, you have many more home runs than you have intentional walks, right? Okay, and the guy has to walk all the way around, and the pitcher has to Pitcher has
and
to
he
get
might
the ball.
Throw his bat,
and they said that would save more time than the intentional walk. So, what are we talking about here? What?
Yeah. I was more interested when he's talking about, like, miking up people or putting headphones in.
Yeah, so, again, that to me would be a cool thing. Why can't they do that?
Yeah, but, I mean, I don't see the practicality of that. I mean, you could have somebody stealing signs now, basically telling the batter it's a fastball that's coming up or something. Don't you think that could happen, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, but again, if you're talking about ways to, you don't have to have everybody come into the mound. You don't have to have the coach come out to talk to them. the catcher and the pitcher, as soon as a guy gets on second base, they have to change the signs. They have to go through the signs 2 or 3 times. And again, we're talking about seconds.
Yeah.
But I guess if you
they
put all the seconds together, but do you, as a baseball fan, and of course the difference is you and I are baseball fans.
Yeah.
You know, do you think the games are too long? Is it an issue that the game is too long, or is it an issue that it just takes too long to play?
Yeah, you said it's the pace of the game. You know, and if you think about it, you know, you got kids. I mean, now I'm talking about, you know, youth baseball as opposed to Major League Baseball. But, you know, kids get distracted, you know, because there's so much downtime between a pitch.
Right.
And those games, first of all, I guess they're not 9 innings, but what are they taking, an hour and a half? They're not taking 3 hours, you know.
No, but again, the immediacy of those type of games, the reason why they have some of those speed up rules, like they have the catcher rule, okay, where if there's 2 outs and the catcher gets on base, you could put a courtesy runner in for the catcher, whoever made the last out.
Because he's got to put his equipment on.
He's got to put the equipment on, he's got to do the whole thing. That to me would, you know, they do that because there's a game right after them. You know what I mean? So they're trying to keep it because they don't want to postpone, you know, make other games go. But there's a lot of things they could do. I don't know if we talked about this last time, about the relief pitchers coming in.
Oh, yeah, you said that. I mean, they're warming up. Why do they need...
why does a relief pitcher need to throw 7 pitches?
When he's been warming up.
Warming up.
Yeah.
Throw 2 or 3, that's it.
Yeah.
You know, again, you know, they're trying to make the game, trying to bring in people who just aren't baseball fans.
Yeah.
You know, baseball's a pretty good game. It's fine. It survived for 180 years, or however long baseball's been around. You know, I think if you wanna improve the pace of play, real simple.
I'll tell you what
throw the ball.
Yeah.
Let the pitcher throw the ball. Let the batter come in and hit it.
I think, you know, out of all the things, I don't think it's a pace of the game thing. I'd like to see them play more doubleheaders. I like to see them play games on Sunday afternoon, not Sunday night. Right. You know, I mean, you know, I think would attract people.
Yeah.
You know, because you know these games. I mean, they're on late at night. You know,
right. I mean, is there any reason that the World Series games can't be played on Saturday and Sunday during the day?
Yeah.
There's no reason for that.
That's the way it used to be.
You're talking about 3 o'clock in the afternoon or even 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Because, you know, you're talking about a generation of children that grew up with basketball and football, and they didn't grow up with baseball. You know, when we were kids, you remember what it was like. And you know, I guess it's, maybe we are getting old and crotchety.
Well, you're 60.
But still, you used to go down to the school.
Yeah.
And everybody was playing baseball all day long.
Yeah.
You had to fight for the field, or you had to wait for the field.
Yeah.
And there were things you could. Today, nobody plays baseball unless it's organized. If you're not on a little league team, okay, or you're not on a travel team, you don't play baseball. Unless you're playing with your father in the backyard throwing the ball. You just don't. Kids just don't grab a bat and go down to the field and play baseball anymore. And, you know, you do that in football.
Yeah.
Right? You go down to the schoolyard, you play football. You go down to the schoolyard, you play basketball. You go to an open parking lot, or you're in the street and you play hockey. You just don't play baseball anymore.
You didn't mention soccer.
Well, you know, go ahead. And by the way, 60 is not the new 50. Only people that are 60 years old say that. 50-year-old people do not say, oh yeah, it's just like being 60. No, it's not.
Well,
go ahead. This is our producer, Anthony Mazzalo.
You say kids don't just play baseball for the heck of it anymore. They have to be organized. Yeah. I'd like to dispute that, because I played baseball with a few friends the last few days, and we've been doing it for years. And we try and get more and more people involved, just so, you know, we can get an actual game going.
Well, you got to have at least, what do we used to have, at least 4 guys, right? We needed at least 4 guys on a field. I think we used, because we used to play just one side of the field
or something, you know, get a first base.
You played either the lefty or we used to play automatics, remember? You had a shortstop, and you had 2 outfielders, and you had a pitcher. And you had to, but sometimes we would play automatics where you just hit it yourself. And if you got it past the shortstop and the third baseman, it was a base hit.
Yeah.
Right? If you got it, if it was on the ground and it went past the outfielder, it was a double. If you hit it over the outfielder's head, but where before the imaginary home run line, it was a triple, and then there was the home run.
Right. See, we kind of do the same thing, but we play like wiffle ball rules. If you don't field it cleanly, the guy's on.
Right.
You know, we have imaginary infielders because for the most part, we're playing the outfield and have a pitcher.
Actually, more people play wiffle ball.
Were you self-hitting, or you have somebody pitching?
Oh, we had somebody pitching, yeah.
Okay, that's different.
Now, more people play wiffle ball than baseball today.
Yeah.
I think, again, nothing wrong with wiffle ball. No. I always wanted to be in a wiffle ball league.
Yeah.
Remember, you used to throw so hard at somebody's head.
Well, I had a good underhand fastball,
good.
man. It was a whip. You know, I didn't know where it was going, but you know, nobody dug in on me. I can tell you that.
So what we think we're going to do is we're going to once we get to March, we're going to be doing our baseball extravaganza.
Let's do a round table.
I think we're going to do a nice round table and just discuss
these
baseball
kind of
with people who are involved with baseball.
Yeah, good idea.
Not just 2 schmucks like us. Although we have pretty good opinions on baseball.
We do.
You know? And by the way, spring training games started this week.
Yeah, both the Mets and they both won. The Mets and the Yankees won yesterday.
And you know what? I know it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I understand that more than anything. But the only thing that matters is how they perform. The fact that they win the game is not what? Okay. You know, couple things that stood out yesterday. Conforto hit a home run.
Yep.
Darno had 2 hits.
Yep.
Right? The 3 starting pitchers, actually all the pitchers except for 1 gave up hits. They gave up only 2 hits, both in the same inning. And Hansel Robles got the save in the 9th inning. You know, so.
And Aaron Judge for the Yankees had a home run there too yesterday. So things are looking pretty good. It's one day of games, and like you say, it's early.
Actually, they're on TV today.
They are?
SNY, the Mets and the Washington Nationals today.
Ooh, that should be good. That should be good.
All righty. You know what it's time to do now?
Take a break, I guess, huh?
It's time to take a break. And we're going to take a very short break. But when we get back, it's time to change into our tuxedos and walk the red carpet. Did you bring your tux?
I left it in the car. I'll have to run outside now.
Me too. And we're going to take a look at the 89th Annual Academy Awards, hopefully with our good buddy Tommy Gatto. Stay with us. You watch The Glory Day Show with Bruce and Disco, only on the Inravio TV network. We're coming right back.
Hey, this is Chris Les Jake, and if Inravio.com spots you at an event wearing this bracelet, they will give you $100.
For over 60 years, Hanson Carpet has put the customer first, providing only the finest quality products and service. And Hanson Carpet is so much more than just carpet. We also carry a wide selection of window blinds and shades, and our licensed and insured technicians can service any of your flooring or window covering needs. Browse our huge selection of laminate, carpet, linoleum, vinyl, and tile. Stop by our showroom today or visit HansonCarpet.com. No matter what your project, Hanson Carpet has got you covered. Village Music Shop of Maston. 1-800-HEY-DUDE. Your full-service store with personalized attention, school band instrument rentals and sales, music instruction on all instruments for all styles and age groups, for guitars, drums, amplifiers, PA systems, and accessories. It's Village Music Shop. 1495 Montauk Highway in Mastic. Call 1-800-HEY-DUDE or go to villagemusicshop.com.
Welcome back to the Glory Day Show with Bruce and Disco here on the Inravio TV network. Our next guest is a frequent contributor to this program, and as a matter of fact, he was an integral part of the show every week as he brought us movie reviews and sports information. He's still writing about movies on his WordPress blog, Gatto Reels, and at least once a year around this time, we get to bring him back on the program, not to talk about sports, okay, but to talk about the Super Bowl of the entertainment industry, the Academy Awards, which this year will be hosted by late-night talk show host Jimmy Kimmel. Please welcome back to the program our movie maven, Tommy Gatto. Tommy, how are you?
I'm good. How's it going, guys?
Hey.
All right, man. How's life treating you?
Not bad. Living the dream. Gotta live the dream, right?
How are your students?
I gotta say, this year the students are pretty good, except for there's one that I won't go into detail, but let's just say it's I'm dealing with things I've never dealt with before.
Oh, okay.
But it's okay. It's everything's a learning experience. So.
Do they know you're a TV star?
You know what? I should tell them. I have actually never told them that. I should tell them that. It's been a while, though. I'm glad that you guys invited me back on.
Oh, we love to have you. We love to have you. You know that. We were actually, off for a long time. We took the whole summer off, so we didn't do our football extravaganza. But we're back now.
Nice.
And we're talking about the Academy Awards today. There.
Are you excited about this year's Academy Awards? Because I know I'm a big fan, and I'm always all excited and all this stuff. This year, I'm not as excited. I don't know why.
I'm excited to see, and there's no I don't care one way or the other.
Right.
I'm excited to see. I'm going to keep a tally of how many celebrities that win or present. How many of them add some kind of political, innuendo or some political message.
Yeah.
I'm going to see how many times that happens.
You think it's going to be? I mean, it always has the potential, and
Oh,
this
it's
year
definitely gonna
probably more than most. So, do you think a lot of people are going to be making comments like that, or what?
I think almost every celebrity.
Almost everyone.
Well,
Wow.
let's
It's a good reason for me not to watch the show.
Let's take it. Let's take it one other
I just
step
think
here.
It's funny.
Let's talk about it one other way. Do you think anybody will say something positive about Donald Trump? Or do you think all the comments will be negative?
All of them will be negative.
Wow, that's
No,
amazing.
it won't be any positive.
How did he win the election then? If everybody hates him, how did he win the election?
I think that when we go on the computers and what we see on the news and the media, that's all left wing mostly. So you're going to get all those ideals, especially Hollywood.
I will be the greatest president that God ever created.
Sorry, we just had to do the Donald Trump
you
thing.
have to do that.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so I actually saw La La Land yesterday.
Did you like it?
I liked it, but I can't imagine that it got 14 Academy Award nominations. I mean, I know
it was that good.
We know that you have a bromance with Ryan Gosling, and I have to tell you, he was great in this movie.
Yeah, that's my bromance with Ryan Gosling.
But you know what? Let's not talk about the Best Picture yet. Okay, let's lead up to that.
Got it.
All right, so let's talk about the Best Supporting Actress first.
Got it.
Okay. Again, we've got Viola Davis is from Fences, Nicole Kidman in Lion, Naomi Harris in Moonlight, Octavia Spencer in Hidden Figures, and Michelle Williams in Manchester by the Sea. Who's the favorite here?
Oh, Viola Davis, without question. If you look at all the preceding awards, and she's been nominated before. She's been in a lot of movies for the past like 5 to 7 years, and
Mm-hmm.
she's finally going to get it, her Oscar.
Yeah,
There's no competition.
I have to agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
I also noticed when I was at the movie yesterday that she was in at least 2 trailers of upcoming movies.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, she's very busy.
Okay, do you think that last year there was the big brouhaha about the
lack of
lack of color. People of
Yes.
color.
Yeah.
Do you think that's going to be a
Lack of-
big thing this year? That
No. I heard that now it's women, apparently, or something like that.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, something like that. Like,
There's not enough
lack of
women in
women or
the
something.
leading actress category. I don't know.
right?
What the hell are we talking about? I don't get that one, man. You know,
I only saw it once, but I think that it's all going to be towards Trump. I think that's going to be like the big thing that that will be like the behind the scenes thing everyone focuses on. But,
all right.
yeah,
Let's look at Best Supporting Actor.
got it.
Okay.
there's no women in that cacategory?
There's no
What's the
women.
matter
Not enough
with
women.
you
What
guys?
is going on
Supporting
with the
actor.
best?
Shut up the women.
Mahershala Ali in Moonlight, Jeff Bridges in Hell or High Water, Michael Shannon in Nocturnal Animals, Dev Patel in Lion, and Lucas Hedges in Manchester by the Sea. Who do you like?
I saw Moonlight, and I can't pronounce. How do you pronounce his name?
I don't know. I'm going with
Mahershala.
Mahershala.
Mahershala
I'm
Ali.
gonna go with his last name, Ali. That's a lot
Ali.
easier. So Ali, Mr. Ali, is definitely gonna win this one. He won the Screen Actors Guild Award. He's won other awards, and his turn in Moonlight is really exceptional. I've only seen the other one I saw Jeff Bridges in Hell or High Water. It was good. It wasn't. I didn't even think it was that Oscar worthy, but it was good. And Michael Shannon, I thought was fantastic in Nocturnal Animals. But the dude from Moonlight's definitely going to win, no doubt.
I heard a lot of good things about Lucas Hedges in Manchester by the Sea. I did not see that, so but I'm not sure because now we're talking about. I didn't see Moonlight, and I like you. I saw Jeff Bridges, and I thought it was okay. He just played the same guy he usually plays,
right?
Except he had an accent.
Not really Oscar worthy.
He had an accent.
I didn't think it was Oscar. I love Jeff Bridges, but I didn't think that performance was really Oscar worthy. But maybe I just haven't seen the movie in a while, so I don't know. So I would go with Ali, the guy from Moonlight.
Dev Patel won the Golden Globe for supporting actor.
He did win one. Oh, okay.
And you know what? I also like Michael Shannon, but I loved him in Boardwalk Empire.
Oh, he's a great actor.
FBI. I think he was the FBI guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Lucas Hedges, even though I didn't see it. All right,
Okay.
one more before we go to the break.
Got it.
Okay, let's do Best Actress.
Got it.
Is there any reason why Meryl Streep is nominated, or is it just that it's like a requirement?
They're setting her up
If
for a speech.
Meryl Streep isn't in there, then there will be like, people will start boycotting.
So it's Isabel Huppert from Elle, Natalie Portman, Bruce's favorite.
I love
from
Natalie
Jackie,
Portman.
Ruth Negga in Loving, and Emma Stone in La La Land. I have to tell you, I liked Emma Stone in La La Land.
Yeah, she was really good. She's gonna get it, no doubt. Right now, Emma Stone. Remember Jennifer Lawrence a couple of years ago? Everyone loved Jennifer Lawrence. She won like all the awards.
Yes,
and
yes.
Nothing but positive. This is what Emma Stone's going through right now. Everyone loves Emma Stone. So,
although they
but
say
she was good.
I
She was
read
really good in the
some
movie.
great stuff. I didn't see Jackie. I read some great stuff that they said Natalie
Yeah, that's what I
Portman
heard
was
too.
fantastic.
And of course, I love Natalie
Right.
Portman, so that's who I'll vote for, even though I haven't seen any of these movies at all.
Mr. B. So Mr. B is taking Natalie Portman just because he loves her.
Oh well.
All right, Tommy, can you hold on for a minute? We're going to take a break.
Sure.
All right, we can take a break. When we come back, we'll continue with Tommy Gatto, and we'll take a look at the Best Actor, Best Director, and we'll spend some time on the 9 Best Pictures.
Ooh, sounds good.
All righty. Stay with us. You're watching The Glory Day Show, Bruce Disco, only on the Inravio TV network. We're coming right back.
So much winning. If I get elected, that you may get bored with winning.
Be right back.
The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, Inravio can get your message out there. And we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is Inravio.com.
This is Joe Larson. You should check out the 505 on Racing Show live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or catch us on video on demand anytime, 24/7, only on the Inravio TV network.
Village Music Shop of Mastic. 1-800-HEY-DUDE. Your full-service store with personalized attention, school band instrument rentals and sales, music instruction on all instruments for all styles and age groups, for guitars, drums, amplifiers, PA systems, and accessories. It's Village Music Shop, 1495 Montauk Highway in Mastic. Call 1-800-HEY-DUDE or go to villagemusicshop.com.
Welcome back to the Glory Day Show here with Bruce and Disco here on the Inravio TV network. We're in the middle of talking about the 89th Annual Academy Awards with our movie maven, Tommy Gatto. Tommy, you still there?
I am still here.
All right.
Hey, you're still doing the blog, I see, by the way.
Yeah, more or less. It's
It's hard to do, I know,
days.
when you're when you're back to work. You did a lot of stuff in the summer. When you were off.
I mean, it's one day. I remember I talked to you about doing maybe a podcast, but one day I think it will happen.
Well, you know what? You're getting there. Just
I'm
do
getting
like
there.
Bruce and I. Wait until you're 55. And then
Exactly, and that's the
You got plenty of time.
You got plenty of time. Perfect. That's the perfect plan. You guys did your thing, and now you guys are chilling.
And now we have time to do this nonsense.
Exactly.
All righty. So let's talk about the best actor. This is always my favorite category. Best actor. Casey Affleck from Manchester by the Sea. Andrew Garfield in Hacksaw Ridge. Viggo Mortensen, Captain Fantastic. I saw that movie. I love that movie. Denzel Washington in Fences, and Ryan Gosling in La La Land. Who do you think?
Now this is an interesting one. I think this is the one that's the closest. Let's take out Andrew Garfield. Let's take out Viggo Mortensen, and let's take out Ryan Gosling. Sorry to say that, but
Okay.
let's take them out. Now it comes down to Casey Affleck and Denzel. And just by the way, I love Ryan Gosling, but my boy is Denzel. That's my boy right there. So
Okay.
nobody can mess with Denzel. I think he's the best actor around. I think he's the best. And Casey Affleck, he's pretty much swept all the other critics awards, but the one that he didn't win was the Screen Actors Guild Award. And for the last, I think it's 13 years, that award has predicted the Oscars. And Denzel won that one. So I think
Well,
Denzel
here's what I'm concerned about. If Viola Davis wins for Best Actress, okay, and you like the guy from Moonlight,
Yes.
to win, that's already two actors of quote-unquote color.
Right.
Okay. Do you think that goes against Denzel for Fences, and that they give it to either Affleck or even Ryan Gosling?
I don't think Gosling has a chance, but You know, I wouldn't be surprised. The Academy has done stranger things. Take, for instance, remember when Crash beat Brokeback Mountain?
Yes.
I think that was a huge upset, and I think there was a method to that madness, you know. But I don't think that's the case. I think that it won't matter.
So you're going. You think that Denzel wins this no matter what?
No matter. Yeah. I'm just going by the Screen Actors Guild and my personal bias. Although I love Casey Affleck, I think he's.
I'm going to go with Casey Affleck,
great.
even though I haven't seen the movie. I'm going to see the movie today because it's on demand.
You were going to watch it last night.
I was going to watch it last night, but I was inebriated last night when I got home.
Nice.
And I figured if I turned the movie on last night when I got home, I might only see 7 minutes of it. So I did not watch it. So I know that all the Glory Days fans are watching because they're waiting to make their bets. And they always listen to me because I'm always right. But, so I'm going to, on my Facebook page, after I see Manchester by the Sea, I'm going to...
either give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Either give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Do you think, by the way, that last year, Denzel Washington, when he saw like all the things against all the white actors and the Oscars were so white, was saying, I'm going to win next year no matter what.
Well, you know what? He did direct the movie as well, Fences.
Did he?
And it is a Broadway play, I believe. So it's like he knew that this was going to be in there somehow.
I like Denzel. He's a good actor, for sure.
Oh, he's fantastic. I think he's the best.
All righty, that's a good segue. Let's talk about directors.
Director?
Yes.
Is he up for director, too?
No, he's
That's
not up
too
for
bad.
director. So Denis Villeneuve for Arrival, and I like
Great director.
Mel Gibson for Hacksaw Ridge. Everybody still hates Mel Gibson. Damien Chazelle for La La Land. Kenneth Lonergan for Manchester by the Sea, and Barry Jenkins for Moonlight. So, how many of these pictures did you get to see?
Okay. Well, if we're looking at the best pictures, I saw
Well,
Arrival.
the best director, for the director.
Oh, best director. I saw
Arrival.
La La Land,
Yeah.
Moonlight, Arrival. Those three.
Okay. Well, I saw Arrival and La La Land, and I really liked Arrival. I thought it was a little confusing.
Yeah, it got a little twisty towards the end.
Right. So it got a little confusing to me at the end, but I liked that movie. I did like that movie. I don't think Mel Gibson gets it, and I know I didn't even see it, but I think there's too much hatred of Mel Gibson in the Hollywood world.
But we're going to make America great again, Disco. What are you talking about?
But not Mel Gibson.
He's not even American, right?
I have to
They
tell
might
you,
deport him. Who knows?
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm going to go with La La Land because of the. I just thought that it was such a difficult movie to. I was marveling at how they actually did the movie. You know, it was
Right.
it was so big and broad, and I don't know. I liked it. I thought that was it. Who do you think?
Oh, no question. The director, Damien Chazelle for La La Land, 100%. No question. There's no chance that he's going to lose.
Yeah, I just thought that was such a big, over-the-top type movie, you know, and that brings us into Best Picture. Okay, now there's 9 pictures this year, so let's eliminate the ones that we don't think have a chance. All right, what didn't you like on this list that you think has no chance?
Hawaiian, Hidden Figures, Hell or High Water, Hacksaw Ridge, Fences, and Arrival. I would say, you know what it really comes down to?
What?
I would even take Manchester out of there. I would say it's between Moonlight and La La Land.
Okay. And do you think that, I mean, let's face it, they have 14 nominations.
Yeah, La La Land
right?
seems to be the big favorite, I guess.
So they have, these are the ones that this is their nominations, okay? Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Actress, Cinematography, Costume Design, Directing, Film Editing, Music Original Song, Score, and I think there's only 3 original songs.
Yeah.
2 of them
All from that movie,
yeah. Production design, sound editing, sound mixing, writing. Okay? They'll probably win a lot of the little awards. Just, again, not having seen... I did not see Moonlight, and I did not see... I agree with you on some of these other ones.
Did you see Hacksaw Ridge? I heard that was a good movie.
I didn't see Hacksaw Ridge. I saw Hell or High Water. I saw Arrival. Again, when I watched La La Land yesterday, I really liked it, and I just kept thinking about all of the other pictures and how they didn't do anything for me. You know, the other pictures. And I think that if La La Land wins, I think it wins by default. I don't think it wins because it was the best picture I saw. I was telling Bruce, I enjoyed Girl on the Train.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really good movie.
Yeah.
And I was really surprised the actress, who I can't even think of her name off the top of my head, I was surprised because
Emily Blunt.
She was fantastic in that movie. She
she's
played
a good actress.
A functioning alcoholic, and she was so convincing. I said, I saw the movie, it was in the summer, right? And I said, that's a best picture, and that's a best actress. And of course, I was wrong both times.
That's why, I gotta say, that's why all this, you know, when it comes down to it, it's all very silly because, you know, it all comes down to your taste. You know, who is anyone to say that a musical is better than, you know, a serious drama like Moonlight? You can't even compare them. But, you know, this is what we do, so, you know, it's all, at the end, it's all silly because all the movies, you know, are good in their own right. Depends on, you know, what you like. So.
So what do you like? Who's going to do it?
Well, it's not about me. It's about the Academy, right? I think that.
Well, give me 2 things. Who's going to win it, and what you thought was the best movie you saw all year?
All right.
Regardless of if it's on this list. How's that?
Right. All right. So the best movie I saw all year, I would probably go with Nocturnal Animals. That one was really... Did you guys see that?
I did not.
No, I didn't see that, and I wanted to see it, especially because of Michael Shannon. I wanted to see it.
Oh, there's some good movie making in that. I mean, I was glued to the screen from start to finish. Although the ending is a little controversial, you know, but I thought it was easily the best. I mean, I really liked Arrival, and I really liked Moonlight, but I would say that Nocturnal Animals would win it for me.
All right, so who's going to actually get the award? You think it's going to go to La La Land?
Yeah, I mean, it's between La La Land and Moonlight, and I think between those two, La La Land is the safer bet. It's like the least controversial movie of the two, and usually the Academy goes with the one that is like the safe bet.
What do you think?
You know, Moonlight tackles some serious stuff, and you know.
But Moonlight again is a movie that has a lot of people of color in it. Do you think that the Academy is overcorrecting this year?
Yeah. Overcompensating,
Yeah.
You never know, but I think La La Land takes it.
Well, I have to tell you, you know, I really enjoyed it because I'm not a big musical fan, but the music actually moved the story along. It wasn't just like used to, you know, in the old days, so to speak, every 5 minutes there was a song.
Yeah.
You know, there were like 12 songs in the movie, you know. And the music was really good. The jazz music was great. You, Mr. B, you would enjoy this movie. And the dancing was really good. Now, I know obviously that Ryan Gosling wasn't playing the piano, you know, but he was definitely singing, and Emma Stone was singing, and they were dancing. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know, but I just enjoyed it, and I think that the reason why it captured everybody was because it was so different than any of the other movies.
I've seen the commercials for it. It definitely is a movie that's piqued my interest as far as going to see it goes.
So
I mean, I can't say the movie. You know, I'm not upset that it's going to win, but from my 2 cents, did I leave the theater like? Did it make an impression? Did it make an impression on me, like a deep impression? For me, I think that, like for instance, when I saw a movie like Hell or High Water, I went to my friends and I'm like, that movie was kick-ass. You guys see this movie? It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then like La La Land, I was like, it's a really enjoyable movie, you know. And that was it. You know, a lot of talent. You know, it just.
I have to tell you, I talked more about with friends about Hell or High Water than I did about La La Land.
Oh, no question.
When you come out of that theater in La La Land, you're just like, yeah, it was good. But it was nothing that made you go, wow, 14 nominations. By the way, I'm going to go on record saying that they win 7.
7.
I'm going to say 7 of the 14. Okay, I think Arrival is going to do well in some of the other ones.
Yes.
And how does what's her name? Amy Adams not get nominated?
Yo, that's what I was saying too.
She was
Arrival.
great in that movie.
Was awesome.
She's not a woman of color.
She's not the only
I guess not, but you know, she also was really good in Nocturnal Animals. So those 2 movies, and she got snubbed.
Yeah, and
but
you know
Meryl
what? She
Streep
had the
shouldn't
chance.
Be on there. Come on.
Right, she had the chance
Terrible.
in the movie. What was it last year with Christian Bale? What was the movie she was in? Oh, I can't think of it off the top of my head. But anyway, she was.
You talking about Hustle and Flow?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, she was. She should have been nominated for that. I mean, she was nominated. I
American
thought she was going to
Hustle.
win that year. Anyway, all right, TG.
Good talking to you. I see when we had your picture up there, you had your Ranger jersey on there, your Ranger regalia. So the Rangers are playing pretty good, no doubt about that.
I like where we're at because we're not like the top of the division. I like to stay like right in that wild card spot or the number 3 spot, so we get that nice, easy playoff matchup in the first round.
Nothing's easy in the playoffs, my friend.
That is true. That is so true.
All righty, man.
Good talking to you.
All righty. Nice talking to you guys.
All right, thanks, Tommy. We're going to take another break here on Glory Days, and when we get back, we'll bring you up to date on a few stories you may not have heard about in our Did You Hear About segment. Stay with us. You're watching the Glory Days show with Bruce and Disco, only on the Inravio TV network. Coming right back.
For over 60 years, Hansen Carpet has put the customer first, providing only the finest quality products and service. And Hansen Carpet is so much more than just carpet. We also carry a wide selection of window blinds and shades, and our licensed and insured technicians can service any of your flooring or window covering needs. Browse our huge selection of laminate, carpet, linoleum, vinyl, and tile. Stop by our showroom today or visit HansenCarpet.com. No matter what your project, Hansen Carpet has got you covered. Village Music Shop of Mastic. 1-800-HEY-DUDE, your full-service store with personalized attention, school band instrument rentals and sales, music instruction on all instruments for all styles and age groups, for guitars, drums, amplifiers, PA systems, and accessories. It's Village Music Shop, 1495 Montauk Highway in Mastic. Call 1-800-HEY-DUDE or go to villagemusicshop.com.
What's up, guys? We're Scare No Fair, and we're here with Inravio. If they catch you at a show with one of these bracelets, you will win $100.
That's a lot of money.
So get a bracelet.
Do whatever it takes to get that. Hit them up online.
The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, Inravio can get your message out there. And we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is Inravio.com.
Hey, I'm Raul Panther.
And I'm Commander B. Hawkins.
And I'm Russ Weller. We're some of the proto men. If we see you without this bracelet, we will punch in the. But if you have this bracelet from Inravio.com, you can win $100.
Put one of these on, or else.
Welcome back to the Glory Days Show with Bruce Disco here on the Inravio TV network. We here on Glory Days know that you can get your sports scores and more with just a click of the mouse or the swipe of a finger from any sports site on the World Wide Web. That's why we like to bring you our sophisticated yet slightly twisted audience stories that, if you're a music lover, would be considered deep tracks. The bizarre, the macabre, the slightly hard to believe. It's a segment that we call Did You Hear About? Alrighty. So, story number one again takes us into the world of soccer. We seem to have a lot of soccer stories on the show that doesn't really cover soccer, don't we?
Yeah.
Anyway, you know those crazy proposition bets that pop up about Super Bowl time? And I'm not talking about things that involve statistics like the first touchdown or comparing a running back's total yards to the score of a basketball game. I'm talking about the truly ridiculous ones. For this past Super Bowl, you can bet on what color Lady Gaga's hair was going to be, or even what song she was going to sing first, right?
Okay.
I always wondered why the performer wouldn't just tell their friends what they were going to go wear so that everyone could cash in on the bet.
That's called insider trading.
Well, I know it's just like insider trading. But do you think that there's a governing body set up to oversee if Lady Gaga tipped off her brother-in-law about the color of her hair, even though the odd maker had it at 5-1 if you guessed right? You think that would be like easy cash? Right?
For sure.
Right. Well, here comes the story of Wayne Shaw, the 300-plus pound backup goalkeeper for Sutton United. Seems that he's been caught on camera during matches eating food on the sidelines while the match was going on for a few times in his career. He's kind of become a media sensation, sort of like, you know, the John Daly of the golf world, right? Fans are always waiting to see what is he going to do next, right? So during a fifth-round match against Arsenal, the 23-stone goalkeeper, you know how many pounds are in a stone?
I don't know. 15?
I have to look it up. Close. 14.
Okay.
Okay. He was seen at the club's bar at halftime, and then he was spotted eating a pie on the sidelines during the match.
What kind of pie?
I don't know. That's him eating it there. They were already losing 2-0, so there was no way that he could have entered the game at the time he was eating, because they had already used their 3 substitutions. So he kind of felt, well, what am I going to do? Although social media was buzzing about what the roly-poly goalie was doing during the game, turns out that there was a proposition bet on the table. Bookmakers had opened a bet with the odds of 8-1 that Shaw would be caught on camera eating a piece of pie sometime during the match. Okay? His manager thought it might be a publicity stunt, but now the Football Association said he might have broken betting rules, even though Shaw states that he did not bet on himself. And this guy decides, he looks a little like Curly from the Three Stooges, doesn't he? After the game, Shaw was asked about his eating on the sidelines. And a few of the lads said to me early on, what's going on with the 8-1 about eating pie? I said, I don't know. I've eaten nothing all day, so I might give it a go later on. So Shaw continued his defense, indicating that he really did it for the fans. He said, Sun Bets had us at 8-1 to eat a pie. I thought I would give them a bit of banter, and let's do it. All the subs were in. We were 2-0 down. I think there were a few people. Obviously, we players are not allowed to bet. All right? He says, I think a few of the mates and a few of the fans, it was just a bit of banter for them. It's something to make the occasion, as well as you can look back and say it was a part of it, and we got our ticket money back. So he did it for the fans, right?
Of course he did.
You know, and I often wonder why those type of bets are available when, you know, if you're betting, you're supposed to be betting on an outcome that nobody knows for sure what it is.
Yeah.
Okay? So I think there was something about Bruno Mars, about what hat he was going to wear, or there was, and I always, I never understood why people didn't take advantage of that. You know.
So you would have bet on it.
Well, you know what? Let's just say, okay, that there was a proposition bet as to what color tie you were going to wear, right? If you told me what color tie you were going to wear, I would tell a friend of mine at work who has no connection to you, right? And I would give him all the money and let him pay, and that way we would split it 3 ways.
Let's start that.
Well, first of all, we got to get somebody to make a bet for you as to what tie you're going to wear.
Okay. All right. I guess we'll get to story number 2 now, huh? Story number 2 brings us back to baseball. What is it with some old-time baseball players? Goose Gossage, a Hall of Fame relief pitcher for the Yankees, is at it again. Seems like every year Goose reports to Yankee spring training camp and has something to say about a modern-day ball player. Last year, he lost his mind over Jose Batista's bat flip in the 2015 ALDS against the Texas Rangers, saying that Batista is a effing disgrace to the game, Gossage told ESPN. He's embarrassing to all the Latin players who ever played before him, throwing his bat and acting like a fool, like all those guys in Toronto.
Remember how much we hated the Toronto that year?
Yep. If I had acted like that, you don't go in that effing dugout. They are going to be 20 effing guys. He likes to use this effing, doesn't he? Waiting for you.
Well, you could imagine that he used a different word.
Yeah, I think so. Modern ball players like Bryce Harper are claiming that this is a new era of players and that the old-timers just played in a different era and that era is over. He said, baseball is tired and you can't express yourself. What the hell does that mean?
Well, you know, he's talking about, he's talking about how any time a baseball player does something.
This is Bryce talking.
This is Bryce Harper talking. He was talking about any time that a baseball player does anything, they get yelled at because the older players say you shouldn't be doing that.
All right. Well, why isn't it football players can celebrate touchdowns, hockey players can have group celebrations when someone scores a goal, and basketball players can hang on the rim when they dunk on a player, but when baseball players hit home runs, they're expected to not smile, put your head down, and run like a gentleman.
Sometimes don't they also say for football players, they used to say, act like you've been there before.
Yeah. I all remember is the NFL stood for the No Fun League, right?
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
But you know what? In a way, Harper is right because you don't hear the old-time football players. You don't hear guys like Joe Montana or anyone saying, oh, in my day we never did this or that.
No. I'm trying to think of who was that Chris Carter say, you got to find the fall guy for you, is what he said, Really classy,
But back to Goose.
Yes, okay. Goose had a lot to say about the topic last year, and he didn't care when he offended. He didn't care who he offended. It is a joke. The game is becoming a freaking joke because of the nerds who are running it. I'll tell you what has happened. These guys played rotisserie baseball at Harvard or wherever the F they went, and they thought they figured the effing game out. They don't know crap. I don't think it was crap he said, huh?
No.
No? Okay. Boy, this Goose. This year, Gossage is a different target, relief pitchers, specifically closers, and more specifically, Yankee great Mariano Rivera. Seems Gossage although he has respect for Rivera, feels that today's game is rewarding relief pitchers for pitching just one inning and getting a save.
And you know what? He might be right.
It shouldn't even be a save for one inning and a 3-run lead. This is not a knock against Mo. If everybody in that effing bullpen can't save a 3-run lead for one inning, they shouldn't even be in the big leagues. Boy. Gossett should have a point in his era. Starters were workhorses and wanted to finish the games. Relievers were only brought in if they ran into trouble and had runners on base. Goosage even brought up the point that relievers should be utilized more effectively if they were brought in earlier in the game, like Cleveland showed everyone this year in the World Series. When asked about people calling Rivera the greatest reliever of all time and the Major League Baseball finally naming an award after him, the 65-year-old Gossage said, "That's BS. Do what I did and we'll compare apples to apples. Or Bruce Sutter or Raleigh Fingers, the guys who set the bar. I'll tell you what. Setup guys have a harder role today than closers today. I wish they had pitched one inning. I might still be pitching at 65. Is Gossage turning into that old man who sits on his porch yelling at kids to get off his lawn? I think he does. But, you know, I think about even the news last Sunday with Betances,
Yes.
right? And he wanted closer money even though he wasn't a closer.
Right.
And they basically, you know, I mean... It was an arbitration, right? And the Yankees presented their case, and I guess the Yankees offended Betances with the way they handled the situation.
Right. Well, they said that he said it was 90 minutes of them telling him what a bad ball player he was.
yeah, I know. Can you imagine that?
And that's why they said a lot of players don't like to go through that arbitration because it's very difficult to hear.
Right, and then you're working for these guys, and they tell you what a mook you are.
You really stink. You're not doing this, you're not doing that, and that's why we're not giving you all that money.
Of course, you got to go in there understanding that basically, you know, they're trying to win the arbitration case, and they're going to paint you in the poorest picture they can.
Right. I mean, he was asking for $5 million a year.
And again,
and that is more than any reliever would have ever been awarded in. I mean, he only made $497,000.
Yeah, it's a pretty good.
So they were giving him 3.5, I think.
3. I thought it was 3.
3?
Yeah. But Levine kind of poured gasoline on this thing. He just didn't let it lie. I mean, he had to go out and say something else.
Listen, it was between me and the player and us and the player, and that's it. We don't want to discuss it.
No, but he brought up, he said that he thought he got bad advice from his agent, is what he said, Well, who knows?
Are we out of time?
We are.
They're shaking their heads yes. We way out of time? So I'm stalling for no reason?
11:02.
Thanks to our producers, Anthony Mazzalo and Bonnie Schultz, for all their hard work and making us look so good out here. Thanks Tommy Gatto for joining us today to talk about the Academy Awards. And you can check out his movie reviews on the WordPress site Gatto Reels. Thanks again, Chuck and Bonnie, putting up with this nonsense week after week and allowing us to bring you this type of quality programming. And of course, thanks to you, our loyal viewers. Don't forget, you could check out the Glory Days On Demand page at www.inravio.com, and you can watch any of our past shows or any of the other great shows on the Inravio TV network. We'll be back on March 4th as we begin our baseball extravaganza and talk to correspondents around the country as we prepare for opening day. Actually, we won't be back on March 4th.
The 11th, we'll be back.
We'll be back on the 11th. Enjoy the Academy Awards on Sunday. I'm going to be in Harry Potter World next week. I'm bringing back a wand. Have a great weekend, everybody. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.
Inravio.